Hello all, and this will be quick, I think. I wanted to share a revelation I had while I was thinking about watching Raw today. I was thinking about it, do I want to watch Raw? Do I not want to watch Raw? I figured I would. I'm a huge Muppets fan, always have been. Kind of grew up with them, Sesame Street and the Muppet Show and the Muppet movie, and I've seen pretty much every Muppet movie there's ever been. So, and pretty much every TV show, including, Farscape, but that's beside the point. Anyways, so I was thinking about the fact of how Raw is set up, how the fact of matches, and we have these behind-the-scenes skits that are comedy skits, but don't do anything to get anybody over. It's not like you have comedy characters that are going out there and doing these comedy skits, and they're getting over because they're comedy characters. These characters that are supposed to be taken seriously, but they're put in these comedy skits, and then it doesn't really put them over. So, and sure enough, that's what happened on Raw. That's beside the point. But I was just thinking about the way that Raw is kind of set up, the way that Raw is done as a TV show. And it dawned on me, and this is kind of what I want to ask, and feel free to comment and say that, I'm completely lost my rock or whatever. But I could only think of one TV show I could think of that was set up the way Raw is, where kind of the wrestling is done, but really it's secondary to kind of these comedy skits. And when you really look at Raw, I mean, the whole Muppets Santino thing, that worked, except the fact that you had Jack Swagger. I don't really consider Jack Swagger a comedy heel, and that's probably what WWE is missing, as a true comedy heel to kind of work with Santino and Zack Ryder and, all of this sort of thing. But, my point. The only thing I could think of that was close was Glow. Yes. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling. That was the only thing I could think of that was close, because it's kind of set up the same way, where you had matches. The matches were kind of secondary, and then you had these behind-the-scenes skits that were used more as comedy, bad comedy. Because Glow was a wrestling show, but it was kind of, I don't know. If you've never seen Glow, it's hard to explain. For those of you who've seen Glow, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It was very weird and kind of, campy and meant to be more, not a wrestling show. It was a wrestling show, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. I was curious if anyone agreed with me, because the way Raw is set up, that's just the way it is. It's like, let's do these skits, but let's not get anybody over. And that's kind of what, the only thing I could think of that was like that was Glow. We got these TV guys that write these comedy skits that are wretched. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. And people can, think I'm crazy or whatever, but yeah. Raw is, I guess, a updated version of Glow with actually good wrestlers with still bad, campy comedy. So, there. Okay.